My daughter said she saw a deer on the way to school. I asked her how she knew it were going to school. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't forget, comment your jokes down below, because I am running out. Right, so hello again everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the X96S, which is like an Android box inside a stick. I don't know if I've just said that how I meant to say it, but I'm going to carry on with it. It's kind of like a Firestick on steroids. But we're going to start it up. I've not even launched it myself yet, so I don't know what to expect. But we're going to do various different tests on it, and then tell you if it's worth your money, or if it's just a complete waste of money. And then I will tell you my personal opinion as well. And don't forget, let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. Right, so I'm not going to spend too long on the unboxing, but first of all I want to thank Banggood for sending this product out to review, and if you are interested at looking at it, I will leave links in the description down below. When we open up the box, this is the stick and this is what it looks like. It's got like a cap on the top to reveal the HDMI. It's kind of good for if you're not using it. It stops dust and that getting to it. But the best thing about the stick is we've got a USB 3.0 port. On the left hand side, we've got a micro SD card slot, a micro USB for the power, a reset button, and also an infrared port. And then the other side, we've got nothing. But to see that USB 3.0 port built in, that's already looking like a huge positive. And then also in the box, we've got the power cable. We've got the plug adapter, which I don't know if they've sent me the wrong one or if that's the only one available, so I'm going to need to use a different adapter so it converts to a UK plug. We've also got an HDMI extender like what we see with the Fire Sticks, and this is very nice for if you can't get that in the back of your TV, if your HDMI port's kind of boxed in, you'd use the HDMI extender to be able to get into those harder places. Something that's quite concerning for me when opening this is you do get an infrared receiver, which you're going to need to use for the remote. Now for me, that's just an extra cable, and I think it might become a bit of a ball ache, and I do expect this remote to work absolutely dog shit, but we will see shortly. Then that's the remote, as you can see, very, very standard. If it did focus in, it's not focusing, I don't know why. I've had to turn it so the light's on it as well, but as you can see, it has got a dedicated mouse button, but it is a very, very basic remote. So now let's get it started up, see how it performs, see if it's worth the money, and basically just see if it's decent or if it's dog shit. Right, let's crack on. Right, so when starting the dongle up, as you can see, it looks very basic, and none of this is customizable, meaning you can't adjust anything, move anything around, or change what's on there. I personally don't like this YouTube app that's on the home screen. Just a grey box saying YouTube on an angle. And then you've got browser, but you've also got KD player, which is usually a fork of code. If I click on that, you can see it says app isn't installed, which straight away, it's just like, what's the point? If I go to the top, you can search things. It tells you what you've got connected, and you've also got a cleaner there as well. You can click on that fancy little rocket bushka, and then it'll save you so much space. Usually, they're a load of shit though, and they don't really do anything. So if I go into My Apps, we're going to see you've got a few different options in here that are pre-installed. I've installed a couple of apps onto here as well. But as we can see, you've got Air Screen, and you should have, yes, you've got Mirrorcast as well. Now, I've just tested out another X96 box, and it's just the same with all of these Chinese boxes, where you try mirroring your device, such as your mobile phone. If you're watching such as YouTube, the audio just won't match up to what's playing. But it does work. One of the first tests I'm going to try is launching a third-party streaming app. Now, a lot of the time, these Chinese boxes, it doesn't allow you to highlight the top bar. So the search icon that's behind me, the menu button in the top left, and where it says Discover as well. So once that's loaded up, we're going to click around. You can see I'm clicking the thumbnails there. I'm going to click up, and as you can see, we can highlight that top bar. Now, a lot of people are going to be saying it's obvious, and I say this in every video, but these Android boxes that come from China, if they don't allow you to highlight that top bar inside of third-party apps, that means you have to use the mouse function on the remote, and it just makes it a long drawn-out process, and for me personally, that would be make or break for a streaming device. Another thing is, I've just clicked the home screen, and for some reason it keeps going to the search icon, so it keeps bringing up this keyboard at the bottom. So I keep having to press back or press home to get rid of that, and that is getting really annoying. I'll show you that again in 1 second, but I'm going to I've just opened the applications, it took me back there. So if I click on apps, right, so if I go back into, it's done it again, Jesus. Right, so if I go, this is pissing me off now. You can see it says My Apps and there's a yellow square around it. But it's also highlighted the search bar at the top. And if I click on it, it's going to keep clicking in the search bar. It's just a bug and it's doing me head in. Now, you can install a custom launcher to this, but you shouldn't really need to do that. All of these things should be fixed before you even receive a device. So next, we all like to stream on these devices. This is the main purpose of it. But me personally, and a lot of people still use the likes of Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, and all these types of different official streaming apps. And Netflix is just one of them. And if I click on that, you will see it's not actually the Android TV version. And if I click on something to watch, you're going to see I can kind of navigate, but I can't click on what I want to play at the side. So I will need to click on the mouse function on the remote. And once the mouse is on there, I've got to scroll up, got to scroll across. Let's keep going. And then you can click on play, but then there's another thing that throws another spanner in the works. As you can see, look at the quality, it's only in 480p, so the resolution is absolutely dog shit. I've just clicked the home button once again, you're gonna see it's come up with the keyboard. That's doing my nutting. And another thing I do keep seeing, you will see it on this video as well, right at the bottom it keeps saying please enter your location. I've even turned on the location permissions so it's able to find my location, and it still keeps saying it. Dog shit. Oh my, I've just clicked My Apps again. It's come up with a keyboard. Right, so now I'm just going to do a quick speed test to see what kind of Wi-Fi speeds it gives me. And I'm going to use fast.com. So I'm going to click on go, and I'm going to do a test on my phone as well, so I can compare that to what speeds this device gives me. So I am doing a speed test at the same time. I'll press restart so it's a fair test. If you look at my mobile on the same network, we're getting 72 megabits download, and on the dongle we're getting 12 megabits per second download speeds, which is pretty bad. Look, please enter city name. It said it again. Doing me head in. Again, look. Oh my days. So now we're inside of YouTube, and I just want to try playing some 4K content and see what it looks like. Right, so if you load that up, it is playing well. Pictures alright. So now let's have a look at the quality on YouTube. Quality. It's actually playing in 2K. So I'm going to set it to 4K. Start it playing again. And yeah, that seems to be playing fine. And one more thing I am going to show you, because I'm kind of fed up now, but I'm going to go into My Apps. And I have put a USB flash drive with some movies on there, well, some video. I just want to show you something, and I don't know why it's doing it. But the videos, which are MP4 files, if I click on one, it's not right, honestly. If I click on that, I'm going to click this time only. I've tried different media players, I've tried loads of different things. That rose that you can see there is supposed to be red. The colours just, they're not there. It's not the correct colours. So I went back home, once again, hit the keyboard again. Jesus Christ. If I go to settings, device preferences, you haven't got a display option, so nothing can be changed with the display. And then for the sake of it, if you want to see how this works, it's a nice game for the kids, this one as well. Why you want to know my age? So Crossy Road. As you can see, that's running alright. It's not really a intense game to be running, but I don't even know why I showed you that. Once again, we get the keyboard, and please enter your city name. So it's fair to say I'm not a fan of this device. Maybe if you had a different launcher to it, it may work a little better. As we saw, the 4K playback was decent, and I really do just think that the majority of the issues are coming from the default interface. So a couple of things worth mentioning. When you are using it, obviously, you need to use the infrared cable to be able to use the remote. Now, the remote did function pretty well, but it is a very basic remote. So I'd personally add a wireless air mouse. But that's going to take up the USB port straight away. So I did try it with a USB hub. It didn't work, and I tried it with the OTG cable to then plug in the USB hub, and that didn't work either, so you are limited to the one USB port. I've been running quite a few things on it, and it doesn't feel that hot, so overheating shouldn't be an issue either. And yeah, I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. But at the moment, with that launcher on it, that comes under the dog shit category, purely because every time I click the home button, it kept coming up with a keyboard and set your location name. This particular version has only got 2GB of DDR4 RAM and 16GB of internal storage, but you can get an upgraded version with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. As you saw from that review though, it comes under the dog shit category for me, but like I said, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Right, so that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da! I asked my daughter. No, I didn't ask her anything, did I? I don't think I've just said that how I meant to say it. Or is it worth buying? Or is it... I don't know what I'm trying to say again. Sweating like food today. Right, so when first starting the... I keep calling it a box. It's not a box, is it? It's a steak. This version has only got 2GB of DDR4 RAM and 16GB. As you saw from that review though, for me, it comes under the...